Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka, who represented President Mwai Kibaki at the Second African Governance, Leadership and Management Convention in Mombasa, said the quest for the African Renaissance should not be lost in the political rhetoric at the expense of real development.
The critical confluence where governance, leadership and management meet is a watershed of legacy making, which any serious social reformer must aspire to, where I believe the next breakthrough towards repositioning Africa's leadership at the vanguard of the 21st century will be evolved.
While commending corporate organizations for assisting hunger-stricken people in the north of the country, Kalonzo called on the private sector to help the African continent in realizing the development goals envisaged at independence and which are contained in the various blueprints of African nations.
I urge you to give a thought to three cardinal imperatives. Firstly, that you indeed are equal to the task and as good can be as long as you believe in yourselves and resolve to push beyond the average. Secondly, innovation. The world is essentially transformed on the axis of ingenuity. Therefore, building comfort zones and old methods and ideas is serve a slow but sure course towards atrophy. Thirdly, whatever you do in the name of improving your countries, do it for the people, not a small coterie of the privileged whose fortunes would not be affected by a planning or development blueprint.
The patron and former president of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, urged the current crop of African leaders to include the youth in their development agenda.
Leadership is a major precondition for good governance and sound economic management. These considerations are pivotal to my accepting to be the patron of the Africa Governance, Leadership and Management Convention.
At the convention with the theme, Harnessing Business Growth and Human Development in the 21st Century in Africa, claiming the second decade, former South African President Thabo Mbeki called for innovative ways of liberating the continent from economic hardships.
In the theme of claiming the second decade of this century, and I thought we'd therefore set ourselves an important challenge, the sense which I have, and it's a sense that we may very well be losing the second decade.
Judith Akolo, the news at 9.